amendment done?
2022.
Are you sure?
I think so.
You think or you're sure? Please state facts. If you don't know, say you don't
I'm
know.
not very sure.
It was amended in 2020. Do you know what the amendment was? Do you know that amendment that was done in 2020? I'm shocked. You are the county secretary. You do not know the amendment. You say you received them. When you received, you didn't read. You didn't care to see what is this amendment and how does it affect this county and how am I going to advise based on this amendment. You do not know what the amendment was?
I call the amendment of 2022.
Okay. What I'm talking about the amendment of 2020. Okay. Will you be shocked to learn that the amendment of 2020 was not to introduce overseas education and support?
Are you sure it was 2020 or 2022?
I'm asking you a question. You've already said you do not know. I'm sure what I'm saying. You do not know what the amendment of 2020
I'm
said.
aware of the amendment that introduced this issue.
Okay. So there was amendment to introduce overseas issue. Okay. Now that the Act already spoke as to the overseas issue, which one reigns supreme? Is it the Act, the amended Act, or a policy? In your view, which one reigns? Which one is higher? The Act is. So that even without a policy, the Act already covered whatever issue to deal with it, isn't it?
Kindly check.
Thank you. Already answered.
Kindly check if the amendment was
Mr. Bet, we have already moved. The ship already sailed. Now, so the 2022 Act that you're talking about, the amendment of 2022, it went through your office?
Yes.
Okay. And you are the head of public service board? Okay. So now that that amendment act happened in 2022, you are then involved in the program one way or the other, isn't it? Because the amendment affects your office.
Yeah, just by communicating the resolutions of the cabinet.
The amendment affects your office, isn't it?
Not directly.
How indirectly does it?
You know, the acts are regulated by the departments.
I'm asking specifically, this particular amendment, does it have an effect in the running of your office? And any other office in the county?
Of course, it had an effect.
It had an effect. Thank you. Now, your answer is it had an effect. I'm happy with that. Now, do you know the trustees of the Overseas Trust?
All the trustees.
Yeah. Do you know some of them?
I know some of them.
How many do you know?
I knew the chairman, that was Chilule.
Chilule?
There was Dr. Susan Kelo.
Mm-hmm.
We had the county officers, Mr. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
We had the director.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also the deputy, Mr. Mishakoni.
So, were all these people employees of the county, or all of them were not employees of the county? Or it was a mix?
So it was a mix.
It was a mix. Now that it's as a mix, we had some trustees who were employees of the county. Okay. With the knowledge of the county, that these people are actually indeed trustees, isn't it?
No, we were not.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
these people were employees of the county.
Officials of the
Trust.
No, not trust, the revolving fund board.
Yes.
The revolving fund board.
My question was very specific. Trustees.
No, the trustee issue. No.
You say you
I think I'm sorry for that. What I thought you meant the revolving fund board, but on the issue of the trust, no.
you didn't know. Okay.
We came to learn of the trust through the testimonies.
Okay. Now, you did not know anything about this program.
No, I did. I didn't say that. I said that.
Okay. You also, in fact, signed letters,
Yes. Releasing officers and travel.
releasing officers, and even students.
No, we were not releasing students.
Are you sure? Going to the embassy. You didn't sign any letters. You didn't sign any letters.
I signed letters for officers who accompanied students.
Okay. Now, these people who are transferred, the employees of the county who are transferred, let's say from the Department of Education to another department, who does the transfers?
The transfers are done by the county secretary. It was one of my duties. If transfer is from one department to another.
And you could read, of course, you're reading what the letter is saying.
Yes.
They're saying so and so is being transferred from this department to that department, isn't it? So you are aware that somebody here has been transferred to this particular department, and you sign the letter, and the transfer is effected. Confirm that you are a member of this task force.
I do confirm.
And you actually say you carried an in-depth analysis that went towards this in your statement.
Not necessarily in-depth analysis.
So it was not an in-depth analysis.
Yeah.
It shows that.
Because we made a recommendation for further forensic evidence.
Okay. So you people did not do a good job, basically.
No, we did a good job.
You did a good job, which was not in-depth. So what was it? If you're not doing a detailed analysis, what are you doing?
The only thing that missed in that report is the issue of the forensic audit.
Only that, but the rest of the things were in-depth.
Yeah.
Okay. So approximately how long did it take for this task force to be completed?
It took quite a while. I can't remember, but it took some time because at that time there was a lot of
Over a year?
complaints. Yeah, about almost a year.
Over a year. It took over a year, isn't it? Now, confirm that, do you remember the contents of this task force report, or you know it by heart because you are very much involved?
Not everything.
Okay. Confirm that this task force did not find allegation of forgery of the trust deed.
I don't think there was such a.
There was no finding of allegation of forgery, isn't it? I've read it, not once, not twice, but unless yours says as much. It also did not find misappropriation of funds by the accused, by these three accused persons.
That's why we made it.
Now I'm saying it did not find. Please answer my question as asked. Did it find that there was misappropriation of funds by these three people? Did it also find that there was abuse of office by the third accused person?
No.
It did not find. Confirm that at some point you advised the governor, that is the new governor, to stop deposits of school fees to the Kenya Shillings account.
We actually advised, the task force advised stoppage of enrollment of students because of the complaints. We stopped actually everything, not only the overseas account.
But you also informed that do not deposit money in the Kenya Shillings account in good faith.
Yeah, in the trust account.
Do it in the Euro account.
We actually opened, we recommended the trustees to open sub-accounts in foreign currency.
Okay. And these accounts were actually 11 accounts.
Yeah, I think so.
11 accounts. And you told parents, please deposit this money, this particular account, stop depositing money
We also
there.
made parent signatories.
Now, I'm asking you, you told parents stop paying any money to the other account and start paying to the new accounts, the 11 accounts.
There's no letter.
There's no from the bank. Okay. So as we stand here today, there's no evidence of any letter that was written. There's no evidence of any rejection from the bank.
Not in my custody. It should be there, but not in my custody.
No further questions.
I will be as brief as possible. I want you to remember what you were asked by counsel for the victims. And the question was about handing over. Remember? Confirm to court that you prepare when you come to this court to testify on that point because it is important. Is it your evidence that all the accounts were handed over save for the one for was the Youth Overseas programs? Is that what you told the court?
Yes.
All right, thank you. If that is your evidence, how many accounts belonging to the Wasilishi government?
Okay, I can't recall.
No. Wait for the question, sir. Be patient. How many accounts belonging to the county government of Wazingishu you handed over to the new administration?
Unless I check the assumptions of this report, I can't recall all the accounts.
Okay. So, to be safe, confirm that you want to retract all the evidence you put on record regarding handing over, so that I release you safely. And do you want to retract that one now before court? Whatever you said about handing over, because it is important. If you want us to go, we will go. On handing over, do you still stick to what you told the court when you being asked by Nalani Fred?
I say, I think
No, listen to the question. Do you want to insist on the standpoint you took when answering its question? If you want to a bit relax or retract, it will be okay. Is that what you want to do? Or
let me explain so that you get what I said.
okay, let's explain that.
I think I said, I was asked what is contained in the assumption of office report.
Now
And what-
you fearing off. Listen again to my question. You were asked whether you received handing over for Wazingishu overseas program account, and you said no, right?
Yes.
And you said you handed over other accounts. So my question again, I will ask you, how many accounts belonging to Wazingishu county government were handed over by yourself? It is important, you must answer.
Actually, I was not handing over. It was actually a committee that was preparing handing over. I was only chairing the committee.
So do you want to retract the evidence you had given when you were asked by Malana and friends, so that we move on? I will not
What exactly should I retract?
that you don't know actually what was handed over.
No, I was the chairman of the committee.
Okay, now let's go.
But I don't remember all the accounts.
Okay, how many accounts in your, just approximately how many accounts?
There are many accounts, I think more than 30.
More than 30 accounts. Name the banks they were in, because you cannot purport to remember one and you forget the rest. Do you know any account?
Okay, I think, Your Honor, that issue is actually an issue that is domiciled in the Department of Finance.
So you don't know.
I know that the accounts was one of the, if you look at the assumption of office of the Governor Act, one of the reports that is contained in that, because it's an act of parliament, is county accounts. So I know that county accounts were there. It's only that I don't know the number.
Let me put it to you that you do not have any material this morning or this afternoon before court to support whatever you told the court. Do you have it?
That's correct, yeah.
You do not have.
Yeah, that's it.
Now, you've told the court that you are not aware of. Were you aware of the revolving fund
Yes.
issue?
Yes.
Where was it domiciled in?
Yeah,
Department of Education. Did you have any relationship with the department as the county secretary? What? Tell the court your relationship specifically with the yes, the department. And what was your role?
Yeah, I do a lot of coordination. I did a lot of coordination as county secretary. So in one way or another, we would work very closely with chief officers.
So
And every time they had an issue, they would come to me. Of course, they are authorized officers and they are also accounting officers in their own right.
all right. I want you to confirm simply that in the pecking order, chief officers are actually answerable to you, correct? As the county secretary.
Not really, because that one is also clearly stated in the law. They are also answerable to.
No. Let alone the CC. You as a county, in the terms of pecking order, you confirm that you are above them. And being the county secretary, you are actually the engine of the county government because of records and all those communications, correct?
Custody of county executive committee records.
Records. So that these CEOs are actually answerable to you.
Okay, that's not what the law says. They are also answerable to this.
No, to you. Leave alone other people, but they are answerable to you. We are specific. Today, this morning or this afternoon, you are before calling.
Not on everything. They are not answerable to me only. Partly.
But you confirm that on the issue of revolving fund, they were answerable to you. You are aware then? Okay.
Yeah, I was aware.
You are aware. You talked of an amendment in 2022,
Yes.
but before that, you told the court there was a policy document for the revolving fund. Confirmed you've not placed any policy document this morning before this court, before we believe you. Did you? Do you have any material?
I have not placed.
You've not placed. So it is your word that there was a policy document.
Yes, there was to the
Now.
best of my knowledge, but I don't have it now.
Okay. You proceeded to tell the court that subsequently there was an amendment in 2022. In fact, you asked by my learned friend what it was 2020, but you insisted it was 2022.
Yes.
Now,
That was early.
early 2022. Tell the court more about this amendment.
It was introducing the issue of funding for overseas. So you know that the initial act was talking about funding locally, the KMTC, these colleges and students are going. But in this amendment, there was an introduction now to enable the fund to also help students who are traveling.
Overseas, like the one that are subject to this case.
Correct.
All right. So now, why in your senses telling the court there was no policy, yet the main document, the foundation, is the revolving fund, and that is the parent act that incorporated the overseas program? Confirm you want now to retract that if indeed there was a policy on revolving fund, the same policy was applicable to the overseas program since it was introduced in the parent act. Correct?
I think the question was asked was specific. I don't think I said that.
But you can now confirm all the revolving fund together with overseas are under one legislation. Correct?
Yes, yes.
And therefore, in terms of policy, it is the same policy governing education. Correct?
You know, there are several acts in education.
On this one, overseas, I will ask again this question.
Correct.
The amendment that you told the court was introduced in 2022 was in which act?
It was the same act. It was an amendment of the same act.
Which act? That is the
Fund
question.
Act.
County Revolving Fund Act. Which act you say, you told the court there was a policy on it?
Yes. But I didn't table it here.
Yes. And now you've told the court that the amendment was in the same act. So the foundation of the overseas program is on the Revolving Fund Act. So it is not true there was no policy. There is apparent policy over this act, right?
Yes.
Thank you. So you confirm this policy?
I remember the act.
Yes. Now, you've told the court that there was an issue overseas program. Did you say it was alien to the county government? In your view?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't say that.
The issue that I said was
Okay.
earlier.
All right. It's okay. No, he retracts. He says it's not. The county government was
That's
alright.
the issue there.
All right. Now, you said
So the issue account was
Yeah, I was asked whether it was the county government that opened the account, and I said no.
oh, you said no. Now you confirm you sat in the task force.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And in fact, you recommended opening of a number of accounts.
Correct.
Confirm to court that the person who sat at the apex of the task force was the deputy governor,
Correct.
and he was sitting in that position in his capacity as a deputy governor.
Yes, having been appointed by the government.
Okay. Confirm again that all the accounts that you recommended to be open were open under the trust.
There were some accounts of the main.
No, the question. It was open under the trust.
Yes. I tell you, the people who opened were the trustees. The task force was only the community.
So that in essence, the second most in the leadership of the county government was the one asking the task force, the trustees, sit down, do minutes, and then he forward them himself in his hand.
I can't recall what before. I remember he recommended.
He recommended. Now, I will,
Actually, the entire passport. Not only him.
thank you, sir. I will show you. Confirm. These are minutes of which date?
MFI?
I will mark the review on the file. Yes.
We can move to
The task force was headed by the second most leader of the county government, and in his capacity as deputy governor. He was not in any other capacity. He was in his capacity as the. And in fact, you opened,
we recommended opening of sub accounts.
and in fact, he was the one directing the trustees to sit down, come up with minutes so that he could forward them to the bank. I want you to confirm that one.
Yes.
You confirm.
He was actually doing it on behalf of the task force as a recommendation.
No. You confirm he was actually directing the trustees 2 minutes, and then he is the one to forward. And now that you are not disputing this issue, I want you to confirm that this one is confirmed by those minutes and this letter. These are minutes by you?
Used by the trustees.
Which date? I want you to mark them for more.
23rd of February 2023.
23rd of February 2023. And the minutes, they are recommended signatories in that minutes.
Yes.
Who are they? Can you name them?
Those are Martin Machaprono, Joel Ruto, and the Solution and Tony Tony.
All right.
But the trustees are the first.
They are called the signatories. You don't know which signatories.
The signatories are the first.
No, they are signatories. I want you to name them. They are very important.
The signatories for Roland Kipchao Kimaru, Monica Chemusinde, and Silas Kipchao.
Now, there is a person you've named there. Don't know, we can mark this one a DMFI. Should it be 7 or thereabout? I'm not sure.
Have you reached?
I think we are 6. This one should be 7. So there are minutes and a forwarding letter. So that let's mark them DMFI 7A and B. Now, on the minutes,
Yes.
that number 3 person, who is that? Who is that Silas? Do you know him?
Rono was an official of the company. Is an official of the company.
Who was that Silas?
He was a director of finance.
Director of Finance. Confirm that he was Director of Finance in even the current administration.
Yeah, but right now.
And in fact, no. And in fact, he was a signatory to that account.
Yes, in the sub accounts.
No, in the account that you say was under the trust. So
Yes.
you confirm it is not true, as my learned friend asked you, there were no county officials who were signatories. Confirm?
I-
Now, in view of this one, in view of...
in the sub accounts.
No,
there was an
listen.
official.
In view of those minutes,
Yes.
in fact, there is a county official. You say, what was the designation?
There was a director of finance
Director of Finance. He's a signatory.
in the sub accounts.
Go to the letter
Yes.
forwarding the minutes. Who signed it?
It was signed by the former
What is the name? The Deputy Governor?
John
John Barrot. As he put his designation, Deputy Governor was in issue.
Yes,
Confirm even the letter as a letterhead of the county government.
I confirm.
So it is not true. On the issue of trust, the county government was nowhere. In fact, it was in the center of it from these letters. Right?
In the sub accounts.
In these letters, the county government was in the center of it. Okay. Now, let's come to the other one. There is also another letter. Okay, on the DMFI 6, 7, sorry. Confirm that this, it's the deputy governor appended on the minutes. What did he write there? Using hand? What did he write up there with his signature? You can confirm it is the signature of the deputy governor.
Of course, I can't, but I suppose I can see.
What did he approve? Is on the minutes he has put his hand, say approved
Correct.
and signed it.
Correct.
Okay. Now let's count. This is DMFI 7. I want to introduce DMFI 8. What is the date of the letter?
It's dated June 19 June 2023.
23.
Yes.
What is it about? That letter?
Introduction of dollar account signatories, Stanley College. It was introducing signatories for the sub accounts.
In the letterhead of the county government, in his capacity as deputy government as well?
It is here.
Confirm again that there was an official for county government official?
Yeah, I confirm.
You confirm.
If you allow me, I can say something.
No, you will not say. You will be told to say when somebody else wants you to say something. So this is DMFI 8.
Those are the
Confirm again, there are minutes attached to it. So, Your Honor, there are a number of minutes. There are DMFI 8, 1, 2, yes, several accounts. So confirm, just a little through so that I'll mark it holistically as DMFI. Confirm in all those accounts, there was that common denominator, Silas, the county official, is actually a signatory. You confirm. Thank you. Now, confirm that the total number of accounts that were opened were actually 12 accounts. And these are the accounts. So that we move with speed.
Yeah, I think
There are 12 accounts. Under the same modernization overseas program.
yeah, the sub accounts under the trust account.
Yes, but under the supervision or overseers of the deputy governor.
Yes, and on
And was sitting there.
and on recommendation of the task force.
Okay.
Now, this
Now,
was done on recommendation of the task force.
you indicated to court earlier on that you are the one writing, was it the letters you wrote for officials of the county government of travel? Confirm that you sat in the both sides of the administration, this one and the previous one. And that even in the current administration, they also traveled over the same program. You remember there was a travel to Canada?
Although I don't have details.
No, it's okay. You remember there was travel by the current official to Canada. By the leadership, the topmost leadership of the county government. So that it is very difficult to disassociate the government from this program as your official. Then just confirm. Thank you very much. I will leave it at that for now. I'm very grateful.
Mr. Betra, you counsel had indicated that the amendment was done in 2020. When was the amendment done?
To my recollection, it was early 2022. I can't remember if it was 2020.
Okay. And what was the main purpose of the amendment?
It was to introduce the funding of overseas programs because the initial act was only about local.
So where was the funding from in the initial act coming from?
It was budgeted funds,
Yes.
and this was a revolving fund. The money was supposed to be advanced to students, then they refund back. But it was only limited to local institutions within Kenya.
Okay.
So the amendment brought about the issue of overseas.
And after the amendment, where was the funding coming from after the amendment?
From this program?
Yes.
No, you know this program, the revolving fund was not used to fund this program. The parents were paid.
Okay.
So it was never used.
So it was from the parents?
Yeah.
Okay. You also asked whether the task force made a determination on forgery. Were you was the task force in a capacity to determine the issue of
It
forgery?
was not. We recommended for further investigations.
You recommended?
The task force report recommends further investigation.
Okay. So it was not in a position to determine forgery. Okay. You also asked whether the overseas account was handed over to the new regime. Was it handed over? Okay. It wasn't. And on the issue of amendment of the Act, did this program start after the amendment or before?
No, this program started earlier.
Earlier. So it started before the
It was even
amendment?
the act of the revolving fund. It was in 2016.
Okay. Okay. I want you to explain, you have been shown some two documents, BMFI 7 and BMFI 8. You said you wanted to explain something. Kindly explain to court what you wanted to
I
explain.
only wanted to say
Yes.
that remember the task force came in place in 2022 December. So some of these actions by the former deputy governor who was chairing the task force were actually recommendations of the task force.
Okay. So it was for after the recommendation.
To address the challenges that were there.
Okay.
Because there was a lot of noise
Yes.
around the country.
Okay. I also want you to clarify on the sub-accounts and sub-accounts.
These accounts were opened actually by the trustees themselves, and they are sub-accounts under the main Wasimbishi Overseas Education Trust account. So they are sub-accounts. That's why it's the trustees who are opening.
Okay. Were there county officials in the sub-accounts?
Yes. As a precaution. And remember at that time, I talked about the issues of parents having confidence in their account. So most of them had started fearing. So that one was just a precaution to make sure that things run smoothly.
Another assault for this witness. That is the only witness we have today. We pray for an adjournment to Thursday. There will be awaiting other witnesses here.
After you agree?
No objection. Yes, we can come up on Thursday.
Hearing to continue on 30th of October at 10 a.m.
10:30,
10:30.
Yes, please.
10:30.
Thank you very much. We have most of
Most of
Mary.